Hello there, and welcome to Introduction to Spreadsheets. My name is Bob Flisser, and I can't wait to show you how quickly you can be productive in Microsoft Excel or any other spreadsheet program. And let me put your mind at ease. Spreadsheets don't have to be complicated, and they certainly shouldn't be scary. I've been teaching Excel for over 20 years. I've authored several books and video courses on it, and I still think Excel can be fun. You don't need any prior spreadsheet experience for this course, and I'm sure you'll like the cool features and shortcuts that I'll show you. We'll start by looking at what spreadsheets are for and what they can do, how to edit your sheets, how to write formulas, and then how to format and print your work. Sound good to you? Okay, let's get started. Hi there, and welcome to Chapter 1. Before we do anything, let's talk about what is a spreadsheet? What's it all about? Well, spreadsheets predate computers by hundreds or thousands of years. And all we're doing in an electronic spreadsheet is we're taking what we might normally do with pen and paper and doing it on the computer. So let's say, for example, I've done some business travel and I have travel expenses. And my categories, I've paid for parking, for gas, for taxis, and for tolls. And for all that, I've paid $200 for parking, $250 for gas, $35 for taxis, and $40 for tolls. That was just the month of January, so I want to make that clear. And also, I want to strike a total. And I can see here the total was $525. Now, that was January, but what about the rest of the first quarter? Well, I also did some travel in February. I did some travel in March. And in addition to knowing what the total travel charges were for each month, I also want to know what the totals were for each category, that is, total of parking, total of gas, and so on. And when I do that, I can see that I have a grand total. Now, once I've done all that, maybe I want to do a little bit of business analysis, and I want to know what the percentage is for each of these categories. So, for example, I can see that the amount that I paid for gas was about half of my expenses. Well, now that I know what the percentages are, I can further the data analysis by drawing a pie chart. So let's go and draw a pie chart. Here we go. I can see that half the pie is for gas. Now, parking we see is about 38%, so I'll draw that in. Tolls are about 9%, and taxis are 4%. So this is very rough looking. It certainly isn't professional. It isn't to scale. And what if something changes? Maybe, for example, I find some toll receipts that I didn't know I had for February, so that $35 for tolls in February all of a sudden changes. Well, not only do I have to correct that, I have to correct the total for February, then I have to correct the total for the first quarter of tolls, I have to correct all of the percentages, and then I have to redraw the pie chart. So that's very labor intensive. And what if I want to share this information? I want to be able to take this info and share it with anybody, anywhere in the world instantly. Maybe even invite people to work on the spreadsheet remotely. So to do that, I would prefer, rather than doing this by hand, I'd prefer to do it in a program like Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets or several others. And when I do that, well, this is what it looks like. Doesn't this look so much better? And if I have to update the amount that I spent for tolls in February, boom, everything updates immediately, including the pie chart. And of course, this is just scratching the surface, but at least now you understand why I would even use a program like this. So in the next video, let's talk about all of the things we can do with an electronic spreadsheet.